It's Wednesday. It's 5:15, and I was up early. I was up at 5. Um, we had an appointment this morning at the insurance office to discuss the small amount of storm damage, which I doubt we'll put a claim in for because it's not going to be terribly expensive. But also to just discuss an offer that our neighbour had told our mayor, who came round the night before last, that we could have that piece of land that's been in dispute ever since we moved here, for €1. When we understood that, what? And we don't trust him as far as we can throw him. And that piece of land, disputed land, had €5,000 outstanding on it, or being held 18 years ago, and that's what he wanted. And now he's willing to exchange it for €1. Well, he can. But we wanted to discuss it with the insurance company first of all, to understand the pros and cons, and but we'd already sort of decided that we didn't want to do that. So what we're going to do is Ludo's going to come. He's going to clear do a devy for the storm damage bit, and we'll see how much that's going to cost, and maybe or maybe not make a claim, because we've got an excess on the policy. And then get him to take all of that fence panel down, all the way down, and have a bit of a clean up where he can. A little bit of a strim under the post and wire fence that's just behind the panels, and put new fence up and just block it out and just move on. And if his trees come down and damage the fencing, we'll make a claim against his insurance. But at the moment, we want to disengage with the arsehole, or a-hole, or asshole, as you say in America. It's been misty all day. It's very cold, and I think it was about 1 degree centigrade when we went out. Warmed up to about 2.5 by the time we came back to the insurance office. It was a 9:30 appointment, and I don't think we left there till gone 10:30, and I'd lost the will to live about halfway through. I just felt that she was just wanting to talk about stuff and do stuff and check stuff and do this and do that, and I got no sense of urgency. And I'm thinking, I don't know how anybody achieves anything in a day if they spend all that time on just us with our issue, which we'd asked the question, she'd answered it, and it said, okay, that's what we'll do, thanks for that, that's what we wanted to know. But she couldn't let go, and it went on and on. I went shopping. Well, she was doing something else. I said, oh yeah, she was doing something else, and I said, okay, is it all right if I nip to the shop? So I nipped to the shop, which was couple of 100 yards down the road, and I wanted some mushrooms. They didn't have mushrooms, but that's beside the point. Came back, and she'd sold something to Mark, and he'd bought it. He'd bought something else. It's like, I only left you for 10 minutes. Anyway, so that was that. We were going to go and do the bit of admin I've still got outstanding, but then I looked on my phone and saw they're not open. Doing any work or achieving anything in France on a Wednesday is pretty slim. So many people are off on a Wednesday. Many women are off on a Wednesday. It's just a thing. It's been around forever. Lots of schools aren't open on a Wednesday, therefore women aren't around because they're looking after their children. So doing anything, achieving anything on a Wednesday, we're pretty interesting that we got an insurance appointment on a Wednesday. So we went and bought some chicken food because I'd run out of chicken food, so I went in and did that, and then we came home. Been home since midday, and it's nice and toasty warm. We had the fire going last last night, and kept it in and kept it in. I put more logs on it this morning when I got up, and Mark's just put more wood on it, and he's bought a whole load of wood in, so we're going to keep warm. What I'm noticing is that when we go to bed, we close the double doors that are behind me to keep the pussycat out that's in front of me. So she has to live that side of the house when we're in bed. And we keep the curtains open because this room gets so hot now since they put the new ceiling in and since Mark put the baffle in the chimney. And what I'm noticing when I get up in the night for the loo is, because we leave the curtains open, the heat is going right down as far as the bathroom. Well, I've not noticed that before. So the fire is really doing its job now. Oh, excuse me. Oh, I read on Blue Sky, it's taken me off there now, that the CEO of, I think somebody's probably of a health firm has been shot in the chest and killed in New York. And so many people are really pleased about that. Now, okay, this whole big pharma thing, this whole thing about, people not getting the care they need, not getting the drugs they need, being denied care, being denied insurance. I understand that. But this is a man who looks like he's in his early 50s, who's just been shot dead, whose family have lost their father, husband, son, brother. It's not to be, nobody should be pleased about that. There's some horrible comments on there. It's not looking a bit Twitterish, actually. I think it's very sad. It's always sad, obviously, when somebody's killed. But the closer you come to Christmas, the more sad that is, that a family, preparing for the holidays, have lost their father, brother, husband. I've sort of, I was feeling really sorry for myself, obviously, the other day. I'm feeling a lot better than that now. I'm not feeling brilliant, but I'm feeling a lot better than that. And yes, of course, we can have beans on toast. Somebody said we're just going to have beans on toast. Absolutely. I said to Mark, but I get sucked in. I always get sucked in to how he has his fantasy of Christmas. And I've done that for a long time, and I really need to stop doing that. It's like, I need to stop doing that, and I will do. And yes, we have warmth, we have a roof over our head, we're well off, we don't want for anything, we have each other, we have everything we could possibly need. And Christmas is just another day. I used to say that, but yeah, that's where I was at the other day, just feeling really low, and Christmas was just getting me down, wanting to find a way not to do it. Because what happens is that when we have been out, we've been out 2 Christmases, we've decided to go, and we've been to Les Orangeries and stayed the night. I sort of said, well, that's what we'll do that, and then I won't have to cook. But I do have to cook, because when we come back the following day, I cook. Because Christmas here is in the evening. So if we go out here for a Christmas meal, it's a Christmas Eve meal. So Christmas Day still arrives and I'm still cooking. I think that's what I'm trying to, in England or the UK and probably America, you can go and find, and I feel really sorry for people that are catering for people and serving people over Christmas, but that is the way the market is. You can go and find somewhere that's open, book yourself, reserve yourself a table, and go and sit and have a really nice Christmas meal on Christmas Day, or a pub or something. But there isn't that here. And yes, there's things that I can buy in the supermarket. I think Vicky was saying yesterday, you can buy things in the supermarket. They do Christmas stuff, but it's not English Christmas stuff. It's French Christmas stuff. And we don't like French Christmas food. Mark doesn't eat oysters. I have never touched an oyster. We don't eat snails, and all of the sort of, all of that. So But yeah, it doesn't matter. So that's that really. This will take ages to upload again, although I don't understand why the last, I'm trying to think what it was, but I uploaded the, can't remember, but this will take ages to upload because I'm using 4G. Oh, somebody mentioned 4G. Our 4G reception is very, very poor here. And when the weather's like this, we've had a really deep mist all day. 4G reception's even worse. So me having a 4G box will not make any difference. It won't make any difference. But I'm going to be uploading it on my phone, and I'm going to upload it using 4G, my 4G signal, my very limited 4G signal. I don't know how long it will take. So I'm going to start doing that now. I'm ending this video now. Going to start doing that. It's 5:30 and I'm off to cook. I bought some really nice mushrooms in the bio shop. They didn't have any in the shop down the road, but they had some lovely ones in the bio shop. Nice, really firm. I never, mushrooms that I buy in the supermarkets are never that firm. These feel like they were picked this morning, really firm, brown ones. And so I'm doing mushroom and bacon spaghetti with some oil and garlic, probably, and whatever. So I'm going to go and do that, and it's 5:30. Let's see how long this takes to upload. Thanks for watching. Thank you to the new subscribers, and thanks for commenting, and see you next time.